Hello vinyl community, this is Randall, back today with another video. Today I'm going to show you some stuff I've received in the mail over the past couple weeks, or recently anyway. First thing I have to show you, actually it's been probably more than a couple weeks ago, I received this record by J.J. Johnson and K. Winding, J&K. I think it's just called J&K Quintet. Doesn't really have a name. It has the alphabet listed here though. J and K were a couple of trombonists from the early 50s. J.J. Johnson, American. K. Winding was from Holland, I believe. They were very popular. Just an American mainstream, I think, and they released several albums together. This is the third one I've gotten. I really like the cover a lot. It has the alphabet here: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So I thought that was very cool. I really like the cover a lot. This album, 1957. I think this is the original press, mono on Columbia. This is a Columbia 6i pressing. So they're just like mainstream jazz. Nothing difficult to listen to at all. On side one of this album, K. Winding did the arrangements, and the very last song, Yes You, is just the K. Winding Sextet without J.J. Johnson. On side two, J.J. Johnson did the arrangements, and the last song, I Should Care, is the J.J. Johnson Quintet without K. But otherwise, it's the J&K Quintet, and they just play some good jazz standards on here. You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To, The Song Is You, In the Wee Small Hours of the Morning, How High the Moon, Violets for Your Furs, Too Close for Comfort. So, yeah, some jazz standards by these two trombonists in the 1950s. So, really good album. I really enjoy J&K, so glad to add this one to my collection. The only other thing I've got to show you today is this Grateful Dead box set that I received just yesterday on Friday, the 20th of March. It came in the mail yesterday. I was just going to show you the actual box that it came in. I ordered it from, Grateful Dead Productions or whatever. They had a cardboard box that came in. Looks like this. Pretty cool. Pretty cool box. So the box that came inside that was this one, which is was wrapped in cellophane inside there. So we're gonna see if Sparky's gonna calm down here. I think he will. So yeah, I got this box yesterday. This is June 1976. And just pause just for a second. Yeah, so this box is June 1976 box set from the Grateful Dead. It's 5 shows from their tour in June of 76. Just to refresh your memory here, the Grateful Dead took a break from October of 74 until June of 76. So they hadn't really been touring for 20 months prior to these shows. And well, they recorded an album, and they also worked on the Grateful Dead movie, and Jerry Garcia band played, and Bob was in a band, so they were all active, but they hadn't played together as a band. So the good thing about that is that in addition to recording a new album, they just rehearsed a lot before they went on tour. So everybody was seeing a well-rested band. They just spent a couple weeks in intense rehearsals. So some really good shows. So I was glad to get these. So the box looks like this. Other side of it looks like. It opens up from the front like this. And then the CDs are over there. So, yeah, 5 shows. So, 3 CDs per show. So there's 15 CDs in here. There's a booklet came with it that has a lot of information in here. Some artwork on the inside. Show the band there. But a lot of information. This book is actually like 5 little pamphlets that are sewn together. Here, it's a piece of thread coming out. So I think it's 5 or something like that. So there's just some stuff in here like letters to the Deadhead office. One thing about these shows for Boston is that they sold the tickets by mail order. So instead of just announcing them for sale at the box office or whatever, the Grateful Dead sold them themselves directly through mail order. It's the first time they tried that, and I guess there were some problems. You know, some people weren't able to get tickets that would have liked to have gotten tickets, and you know, things like that. But yeah, it was their first try at Grateful Dead ticketing. So these are just some letters that they got from people. But there's extensive amounts of documentation about each show and the venue. Here's a really good picture of the band. You can see all 7 members there. Keith is way over here. Keith Godshaw, the piano player, is way over on the side. You see the rest of the band. So this is a 7-member band. Mickey Hart, the drummer, had left the band in '71 but came back after the break. So they had 2 drummers, Mickey Hart and Bill Kreutzmann. Keith Godshaw on piano, his wife Donna on vocals. Jerry Garcia and Bob Ware playing guitar, and Phil Lesh on bass. Phil's kind of hidden back there. And a nice thing about these shows is they played these small halls. Boston Music Hall was the first show. They when they started the tour, they actually did 2 shows in Portland, Oregon first. Then they came east. So they played a show in Boston on June 9th, and the next night, June 10th, is the first one that's documented in this box set. So it's a small hall, 4,000 seats. So they played 4 nights in a row, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th there in Boston. And so obviously there's only 16,000 seats. So that's not very many seats for East Coast Deadheads. But boy, it would have been great to see them in such small places. I mean, I just can't imagine. And another good thing about this show is that they were well rehearsed, but the fans also got to hear some new songs that they had not heard before, you know, from the new album. So, and also some Jerry Garcia albums. So, for instance, they heard for the first time The Music Never Stopped, Lazy Lightning and Supplication, Mission in the Rain, Might As Well. I think these are all new ends for this show anyway. Yeah. So yeah, there's 5 shows documented in this box, and each one comes in its own, I think it's called like a CD wallet. These designs on the outside are all very similar, but slightly different. The designs are a little bit different. Obviously the colors are different. So, and then the CDs on the inside, look like this. We're hearing this one right here, but CD looks like. So this was June 10th there in Boston. Here is June the 11th in Boston. Look like that. So they played 9, 10, 11, and 12 in Boston. They took a 9 off and then went down to New York to the Beacon Theater and played 2 nights there at the Beacon on, let's see, June 14th and 15th. So the 14th looks like this. 15th. Then after playing 2 nights there, they went to Passaic, New Jersey, and played 2 nights at the, 3 nights at the Capitol Theater there in Passaic, New Jersey. Only one of those shows is included in this box. So, yeah, so it's a cool box. They were playing some new songs. Mickey was back. You know, they'd had a chance to rehearse, so they all sound really good. I won't tell you the set list for each show, but I will just tell you like the opening opening song for each set, and maybe like the encore for each one. So let me see if I can get them in order here. Okay, so yeah, on the first night, yeah, in Boston, they started out with Promised Land. The end of the first set was Might As Well, I think. They started the second set with Samson Delilah, and the encore was U.S. Blues. So, and Boston the next night, they started with Might As Well. Now, I'm not really sure which, it doesn't, I'm not sure it really tells me which one is the close of the set, but the encore here is Johnny Be Good. Then on the 15th in New York, they open again with Promised Land, encore, Johnny Be Good. And at the Beacon on the 6/14, they opened with Cold Rain and Snow, and closed with encore was U.S. Blues. And then for the last show there in Passaic, they started out with Help on the Way. Oh, that was yeah, one of the new ones for this tour was yeah, Help on the Way, Slipknot, Franklin's Tower. So yeah, Help, Slip, Frank, the big trilogy. Yeah, and the encore here is Not Fade Away. So cool box set. So I've only listened to the first show so far, which is what we're hearing in the background now. I listened to it last night. It does just sound great. You really can almost not hear the crowd at all. These are just like, I guess, like soundboard tapes, or there's no crowd mixed into it at all. You can hear them a little bit, but not much. And the performance is excellent. I will probably listen to these over the next couple weeks. I'm not going to, you know, I probably won't listen to them 5 nights in a row, but yeah, probably over the next couple weeks I will hear all 5 of these shows, and then yeah, go back to them periodically, or wait for the next Grateful Dead live release, which should be just a month or so away. So that's it. Let me know what you think about this box. I'd be interested to know your thoughts on it, and hope everyone is doing well, and thanks very much for watching.